I grew up in the church. All throughout my childhood and adolescence, I believed in God and would attend church on Sundays with my family and youth group on Wednesdays. I always believed in Jesus, but for the longest time, I never truly knew him. I would think about him at church and say my prayers as I fell asleep most nights, but other than that, all throughout the rest of my day, I never paid him any mind. Until something bad happened to me or something didn't turn out the way I had envisioned, and I would get mad at God or beg and ask him why. Then once that was over, I would go back on with my life, barely paying him any attention. I always had intense anxiety and worried about what others thought of me, how I had embarrassed myself, and what I could do to fit in more with what the world expected or wanted of me. This also continued into my adulthood up until last year. Someone very important to me had been struggling for a couple years with chronic health issues, and I felt helpless. All I wanted was for him to be healed, and I couldn't do anything to help. In January of last year, 2025, I made the decision to truly take my faith seriously and strive to understand Jesus more. What it truly meant to have faith and what it meant to have a relationship with him. It started off as a way to understand why these things were happening to someone I love so much and to myself, but it grew into something so much more. In a time where I was desperate for answers and relief, Jesus met me and showed me what his peace truly is. I started to let go of all my worries and anxieties and gave it all to him. He gladly accepted them and gave me his peace and his strength in return, and I'm forever grateful for that. I realized that I need to strive for his will in my life and not try to force my own. I started to see Jesus in everything and every day, every moment of my life. I realized all the blessings, big and small, he has given me in my life, and how things that I thought were failures or didn't turn out the way I had planned, he created even bigger blessings out of. In just this past year alone, God has moved in my life in so many ways as he has given me my dream job where I thought I would never get hired. He has been moving and working on that person that I love now, and he has brought breakthrough in his health journey. He has also answered one of my most requested prayers to change that person's heart and bring them closer to him. He has also brought me some amazing friends that I can rely on that have brought me closer to him as well. I know that he has such great plans for us, and I am no longer worried that things won't work out. I know with faith in Jesus it will all be okay. I couldn't be more grateful for the way the Lord moves and does everything in his timing. At the beginning of this year, I had been at my lowest, and yet again, Jesus met me there and pulled me out. It was the first time I had truly felt his presence with me, and I never want to be without that feeling again. The trials I have gone through, I now view as blessings because my relationship with God is strengthened and he always takes care of me in the end, in better ways than I ever could have imagined. He has given me a new life. Anytime I feel overwhelmed or afraid, I know that I can rest in him, and he has truly changed my life. I'm not the same person I was, and I'm so thankful to him for that. I want to truly give my life to Jesus and keep being molded and shaped by him every day to be a light for him to everyone that I encounter and to glorify him in every way possible. With Jesus, I have been given a second chance to live with a renewed purpose and to know that I am truly never alone. I no longer feel anxious every day, lonely, undesired, unloved, and I want no one more than I want Jesus. I have so much joy and peace now in my life, and I owe it all to him and his grace. He is always with me and will never abandon me. His love is never ending, and I'm so glad that he opened my eyes to that, and that now I have the opportunity and passion to no longer live my life for myself, with him as an afterthought, but to live my life for him, with Jesus at the center of everything that I do.
Hi everyone, my name is Cheyenne, and my family's not here, so hi Mom. So I was raised in a Christian home, but I never considered myself to be Christian. I attended Sunday service, Sunday school, Wednesday night group, church choir, vacation Bible school, multiple church camps, and I can actually still remember the books of the Bible in order because of a song I learned in Sunday school. But that didn't mean I knew the Bible or wanted any part of it. I even acted a role in a church play where I was cast into hell screaming, but I mocked it and I had no fear of God. I was rebellious against the church and the idea of it all. I went through some difficult situations growing up that turned me away from the church and away from help, and as I grew into adulthood, I lived for the world and a life that was led by sin. My peers would say that I'm a good person, but my life was commanded by the devil in so many ways, and for that old life, I hold a lot of shame and regret. Over the past several months, I've experienced insomnia, true anxiety, and depression I never thought I'd feel, and I was drowning, and I was terrified that I might not make it out alive. Y'all excuse my shaking hands. One sleepless night this January, I had been talking to different crisis hotlines and nothing was helping. I remembered my family telling me to give my troubles to God, so I looked up churches near me and I found New Story. I was terrified because this would be the first time that I ever voluntarily took myself to church, and I was terrified to go, but I was more afraid of the mental hell that I had trapped myself inside of, so I made myself go. And when I got to church, I was trembling the entire time, kind of like I am now. And when the worship team began to sing, I immediately started crying and felt like God was telling me he was proud of me. The tears wouldn't stop. And after service, I prayed with Pastor Scott for strength and guidance and left feeling a new sense of hope and immediately bought myself a Bible. I remember telling my family the news that day and my mom saying, "The devil is going to come after you even harder now, so be strong." And I wasn't. And I fell from God's path pretty quickly. I stopped reading my Bible and going to church for a few weeks, and I paid a hefty price on my mind and heart. But I learned from those trials, and I brought myself back to church and back to God. I'm so grateful to everyone here at this church who has helped me on this journey, and so grateful to those in my life who stayed by my side through my darkest times, and thankful mostly to God. So with this baptism, I devote my life to the one who gave me life. Jesus was the one who pulled me out of my darkness and who saved me from ending it all. So for the rest of my days on earth, and when I see him again in heaven, I'll praise his name and do my best to show everyone I meet the same love that Jesus showed to me.
Mic test 1 2 3. Hello everybody, my name is Daniel. I grew up in a Christian family. I was what you call a PK, a pastor's kid. Going to church wasn't a choice I made, but it felt like a forced obligation. At the age of 17, I ended up denouncing God in my heart. I couldn't comprehend why a loving God would send us into damnation, why I wasn't allowed to keep doing what I wanted to do. At the age of 20, I had an opportunity to start living apart from my parents. I thought I achieved freedom. I started committing many sins, and I ultimately fell into addiction. Sin broke me, and I began to realize I couldn't save myself and that I needed the Messiah. But simply knowing that didn't change me. I still hurt others, lied, and broke promises I made to my family, my friends, and my Lord. Recently, God revealed to me what my end would be like if I continued on this path, what eternal separation from Him meant, and why that was a natural consequence of my sins. He blessed me with understanding that there is no good in me, and there's nothing I can do to save myself except through the one He sent, my Lord and Savior, Jesus. I'm here to declare that I don't want to be a part of this world anymore. I want to join His heavenly family. I want to understand His love and grace more deeply and live in Him for the rest of my days. I want to walk with You, Lord. I love You, Jesus, and You are all I need.
For me, thank you. Why would I like to get baptized? I walked away from faith for a long time. I was going through a lot these past 5 years. I had a moment where I wanted to commit suicide. I spent 3 days at ECMC. One night in the still of the silence, I heard Jesus speak to me. Be patient. Trust my timing. I will give you more than ever you can imagine. At that moment, I stated, Lord, please open my eyes. Release me from this dark place. As of today, this is my declaration to Jesus. I am done building my life around me. Done trying to stay in control. My life is no longer about me. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on this sinner. I am my beloved.
So much